Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys know really quick that to create this look, I'm gonna be crazy and use 3 different palettes. I kind of don't know exactly what I'm gonna make it. I just know that it's gonna be like a grunge, soft grunge type look. So I'm just gonna be using all of the like burgundy colors, I guess, and all of these palettes because they all range to like dark to medium dark shades. So I'm just gonna put them all together, see what I create. Go with the flow. The first thing we're going to do is prime our eyes, and I'm just going to use concealer to do so. When we're all done with that, I'm going to go in and put this white pencil on my lid just so that the colors can really stand out and be bold, and this white color will help do that. Okay, now that we got all that done, I'm going to set this with a white color, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this color. I am going to use the fluffiest brush in these, and I was going to say that these brushes, I really like them, but I feel like I really did have to learn how to use them because at first I just felt like they would take off my eyeshadow when I would try and blend it out, and I was just like, what's happening? Like, do these brushes suck? Like, I did not know what was happening, and I was pretty disappointed because I was just like, I expected something. But after I did kind of get the hang of using these brushes, I really like them now. Like, there's a few brushes that I still kind of am not like crazy about, but the majority of them I do like. So that was just like one con that I didn't like at first, but once you just get the hang of using them, they're really good brushes. The first color I'm going to be using is this color. And I'm just taking the second brush from the biggest one, and I'm just going to take some of that color and pat this on our lid. And I'm just going to keep going darker with all of the palettes with the similar colors, and I'm going to be using the color Leader in the Tarte palette. It's going to be this dark color right here. So I use the same brush, tap our brush in there, and start pushing this on our lid. The next shadow I'm going to be using is this one, and please excuse the palette. We've had this palette for a while, so it's not all fresh and new and pretty anymore. But anyways, I'm going to be using that color, same brush, same pat, just pat it in there and put it on our lid. Just so we can keep making this color get darker, but it's just going to be easier to blend out, and we won't have just a nasty little color on our eyelids. Now I'm going to take this fluffy brush from Sephora, and I'm going to be using the Tarte palette. I'm going to be using this color Jet Setter. Just taking our brush, and I'm going to start to put this in our crease, so we are just prepping it for when we start putting some color on there. And now I'm going to take that same color again, Leader in the Tarte palette, and with the same yellow fluffy brush, and tap off the excess and take that into our crease so that on our lid it just looks like darker to lighter colors. Sounds like there is a puppy outside, so I will be right back. False alarm, it wasn't a puppy, it was my neighbor's dog, and I don't know what's wrong with it. It's fine though, don't worry. Now that it just seems pretty blended out, yeah. I'm gonna go in with some darker colors, and I'm gonna use Activist first in the palette. What brush should I'm gonna use the same brush that we used to apply all these other colors, and just lightly put it on there since these colors are pretty pigmented and they're dark. I'm just gonna lightly put it onto our lid and just blending circular motions, just putting it on our lid. And I'm also gonna mix Leader and Activist together so we still maintain that reddish burgundy look. And then I'm gonna take Smoke Show, and I'm gonna get this more defined pointy brush, and I am going to start to put this on the outer corner of our eye, and just pretty much rub it in there, because I want our corners to be more defined. Yeah, that's what I want. And then the brush that I used with all of the colors, I'm just going to take this and slowly start to just blend it out a little bit. I'm not going to blend it all over the lid, just like in this corner, I'm just going to blend it out. And now with that yellow brush again, I'm going to take the same color that we've been using in the Kat Von D palette, put our brush in there and take that into our crease and start to blend it out so that the colors can be just a bit more red, since on our lid we started to go a little bit darker. We still want to maintain that that color that we want. And then I'm going to go in with Leader as well and do the same thing. And if that wasn't dark enough, we are going to take this flat brush and go on with Smoke Show again and lightly tap our brush in there, barely type it. And I noticed that right here on my lash line, like the shadow is just not like staying there, so what I'm going to do is take this and apply some very lightly. Almost like in up and down motions, like I'm barely like pushing it in. I'm going to be using a different brush because I just really love this e.l.f. brush to just define my crease a bit more. I don't know. I've been trying to use these brushes to do that, but I just love this one. Like, I always use this one, so sorry. Activist and a little bit of Smoke Show together and start to put that in our crease. And now I'm going to take the first fluffy brush that we used to apply the white color and take Charmer in the palette, which is like the white cream color, and just start to put that on our brow bone to start to clean up the color a little bit. And then I'm going to take that Sephora brush and start to just blend everything out so it looks more smooth. And then with me, like, I'm really particular with dark colors. Like, I want to make sure that it still looks really precise when I'm done and it's not just a bunch of colors on my eyelids. So I'm going to kind of just keep going back with those Activist and Smoke Show and just make sure that I really define my lid, because I love that look. Like, I just really do. So I'm just going to keep going back and making sure that it's just how I want it in the end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in the Kat Von D palette and take more of that reddish color and start to gently apply it close to our crease, because I'm still not feeling the darkness, but I feel like we're going to achieve that with this color. The next thing I'm gonna do is get this old e.l.f. palette that we've had for a while, but there's this like the same colors that we've been using. What I've decided to do is take some of Funny Girl in the Tarte palette, put my finger in there. It's almost like a glittery color, and apply it on our lid. And then go with that same color in that e.l.f. palette with my finger and like apply it on it, just so I can have some like shimmer. I feel like I want some shimmer in this look. And now we're gonna take, I think, the color in the shade in Light, just gently tap our brush in there, and then take Activist as well with that same color. Start to apply that under our eyes. I just keep adding some more color in our crease area because I'm just not satisfied with how, like, I want it to be just a little bit more pigmented in our eye. I'm going to be using Vegas Nail Lashes in Classic Charm, and just get that already. You guys already know how I apply them, so yeah. Naked you. I'm gonna apply a little bit of liner, and I'm gonna use the Rimmel London one. I'm not gonna make a wing or anything. I'm just gonna put it where the eyelash band is. I have been using the flat face brush. I really like it. It blends out the foundation beautifully. The only thing I didn't like at first is that when I would try and just blend it out, a lot of the foundation would like fall on my shirt, and I was just like, you know, that's weird. I don't really like that. But all I have to do is blend my foundation slowly, and I still get to use it because I feel like it just looks really flawless and airbrushed. Now all I'm gonna do is kind of just touch up the eyeshadow at the bottom, just in case we messed it up a little bit with the concealer. And then I really just want to add inner corner highlight. Like, I just love that. I always do that when I apply my makeup, so that's just what I'm gonna do next. And then in our waterline, I think I'm gonna just add some black shadow. I just want to make it look more smoky and dark. And then I'm just going to blend that out a little bit with the same brush that we used for under our face. And then just add some mascara on the bottom lashes, contour, and then we will get started on our hair look. And as you guys have seen in my last videos, I have been using the face flat angled brush for my contour, and I really like it. Like it's the same thing with the face brush, like it just blends it out like seamlessly, and I feel like it just looks really nice. Like, they're fairly good brushes, like they're good. And then I use the face tapered brush to clean up my contour, and I feel like it does a fairly good job. Like, I would usually use my Real Techniques Kabuki brush, but I thought, hey, you know, this one's like really clean cut at the end, so it would work out to clean it up. And since you guys missed it in my last video, I just used the e.l.f. powder brush for my highlight, and I use this color in the Color Bible palette. But for this look, I'm going to be using this color since it's more of a darker look. Now we're going to start off with our lips. Okay, so now you can get like a pick or whatever you want, but I'm just going to use my fingers and just grab the top part of our hair. So here we have it. Here is our grunge, soft grunge look. I feel like if you just roll it in a circle, don't twist it, just roll it in a circle, and your bun will come out good. Yeah, well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. The last thing I'm gonna say about these brushes is that overall they're a really good product. I mean, they're bang for your buck because they're a great price. I'll link them down below. And yeah, I mean, I guess they're considered like Sigma dupes because they look like exactly alike, a few of them. I don't know the exact numbers, but if I find them, I will put them down in the description bar. And yeah, I guess they're just not as dense as Sigma brushes, but either way, they're really good brushes, and they're cheap and they're affordable, and yeah, I would say that these are a good buy. So, not like a good buy, like a good buy, $sign. Anyways, yes, so I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, and also follow my Instagram and Twitter, and I'll have it down below. So thank you again, until next time.